My name is Lily Sadly. Pahiro already asked me to bring you the presentation about what will be happening in financial and accounting and taxation wise for coal mining business. I assume that there are some non-bahasa Indonesia speaking, so I try to speak English. My apology for my limited English. Okay, we'll start with my presentation. In this presentation, I will be using free mind map rather than a PowerPoint presentation. I believe by using this map will make you easy to understand. So in the finance, accounting and tax area for coal mining, especially for first time or for starting up company, I identified 4 important items that need to be concerned. The first one is cost management. The second one is taxation. The third one is financial operation. The fourth one is reporting. Yeah. So I identify these 4 is very important to be concerned. I make this presentation specifically for starting up business in coal mining. Yeah. So there will be a different situation. If there is any other situation, there probably the priority scale also will be different. So I put cost management as a first consideration, first concern. Yeah, first priority. I mean, second one taxation, the second priority, and the third one financial operation. Third priority, reporting is the fourth priority. So let me start to describe why I should put cost management in the first priority. This presentation actually should take for about I believe about more than 1 to 2 hours, but I will make it very simple, and then I hope I can finalize this. I can complete the presentation for not more than 30 minutes. Now, why I put this cost management in the first priority for the starting up business in coal mining? Imagine you have money in the bank and you want to invest your money in the business. You don't want to spend your money ineffectively, right? And you have to save your money, and then you have to ensure that you spend money and you get a return. That is why I put this as a first priority, yeah, other than the other control. So what is under cost management? I identify for the first for the first item is you have to spend your money in permitting, or say in the government relation. Yeah, it's not major, but you will have to pay some money for this. You will have to control your money in this, because there will be some other unspecified transaction, unspecified payment that but you cannot avoid that, in permitting. You have to work a lot with the government related to the compliance, related to the permit, license. You will have to spend money a lot. Yeah, like you have to pay. If you acquire some property, you need to pay the land rent. You need to pay the royalty and everything. You cannot avoid these permitting expenses, government expenses. And in the other cost management is the production. This production is, I can say, it's the heart of this business. In this production, you will have to take care so many huge amount to spend, because there will be major activity under this production, which are what's that, overburden. You will have to pay for overburden, you will have to pay for crushing, you will have to pay for the coal getting watering, because coal getting already in the overburden. Now this is the big part, the production you need to concern. And the other part under cost management, also you need to take care on maintenance. This is part of the hard business of mining. You need to have a very tight schedule, very tight analyze, very accurate budget. This is actually part of the engineer's responsibility, but this is part of the cost management. This is part of the how you save your money, in this activity. In maintenance, you will have to plan how to use your heavy equipment, how to analyze whether you will be using used heavy equipment, or you will have to buy another equipment. There's so many things you need to take care on this maintenance. And apart from it, also there will be other activity called transportation. This transportation is all of the production, maintenance. Transportation is the very important activity, and you need to concern on this transportation. You need to monitor and control your money that you will be spent for hauling. You will have to pay a rental, or probably acquire a dump truck in a huge number, from the coal gating up to the Rome, and then from Rome up to the jetty, and then from jetty you have to load it to a barge, and then you load to your vessel. It is part of the transportation expenses, and this is very big money that you have to control. So in cost management, in financial accounting department, we need to put priority in this. We need to put a special person to talk a lot with the other part, with the KTT, with the business development manager, with the maintenance, with the transportation. They all have their own controller, but we have also need to identify this cost for our control. This is what the cost management need for. And the second priority is taxation. Now, why I put taxation as a second priority? Taxation is very sensitive area. I call this taxation as a government's weapon, to gain income. So you have to be careful with this taxation. In this taxation, you cannot avoid to pay corporate income tax. I would say CIT. You cannot avoid to pay VAT, value added tax. You also need to concern about pajak daerah, like pajak daerah is a local authority tax kind of debt. Sometimes so many mining company ignore this tax, yeah, like in my previous employer, they ignore this local authority tax, but when it's due, the government what sue my employer with a very huge money, and then as the impact is very potential to close the business, so this is, you need to very concerned about this local tax. Yeah, also the other part, very important part, which is also actually will be important for another business, but we have to take care on this, we have to concern on this, which is tax planning. Yeah, so in this taxation we have to take care on CIT, we have to take care on VAT, because in VAT, why I put this is important in taxation, as a coal mining company, our government regulates that a coal mining company is a non-taxpayer, mean that because a coal mining business is exploiting direct natural resources, which is not is not comply, or it's not worth to put any additional tax, value added tax. But in the other side, you have to pay your expenses with VAT. You have to pay your vendor with VAT, 10% of any expenses, mean that you bear expense on VAT. You cannot credit that. That is why we need to put VAT on this concern. Yeah. Now, the other part, this one tax planning, I would say this is very important. We need to take care on any kind of gray area which is legal, because also our authority also allow us to create any tax planning, as they admit if there are any area that has not been regulated yet. We need to identify any gray area that needs to be taken care. Like we by using this tax planning, we can minimize our money. We can save our money by minimizing paying tax. Okay. The third priority item is financial operation. I already identified two significant issue in this financial operation. The first one is cash management, and the second is financial risk. Yeah, financial risks. Yeah. So in cash management, you have to take care on how you manage your cash for the operation, how you plan your cash for payable payment, payroll, how you would like to place your idle fund in the investment, and how probably you need to work with the bank for the financing if you need more money. This is common actually for any business, yeah, for the financial operation, and also for the financial risks. We have to identify mostly in financial risks. You need to take care on the risk come from the market, which is the risk come from the market, especially for coal business. You will have to face the index, say for the Indonesian the ICI, Indonesian coal index, or probably from Newcastle index. It will very impact to your market price, right? And also from the interest from the bank interest also will impact to your market price. And foreign exchange, of course, when you have the foreign exchange is very fluctuative here in Indonesia, so it will impact to your market. Yeah. In operational, there are two items that we need to consider about internal control and external relation. In internal control, we need to rely on ERP. Yeah. In this age, everything should be relying on ERP. With ERP, you will step in a very easy path. Yeah. So for the operational, you need ERP, and you need also to create some internal control to avoid, to mitigate any risk in operational. Yeah. And also you have to aware about the from the external relation, which is come from public and government. That is the potential risk will become and will impact to your to your fund, to your financial risk. And also the liquidity. So if I have to type, the first one is you need to take care on the market risk. Yeah. You have to take care on the what's the operational risk. Yeah. You have to take care on the what's that liquidity risk. Yeah. Liquidity risk. Now the liquidity is come from you have to aware of the sales contract. You know, short sales contract will impact to the what uncertain stability of your money. So the longer you have the contract, the more safe you will have in your liquidity risk, because at least mean that you will maintain your payment. You know, your incoming money from the buyer. And also receivable, we need to maintain receivable. We have to work a lot with legal people. If you have something what's that, the bad buyer. And also remember to if we have installment, you know, we have to maintain our debt installment. If we have debt, if we take some loan from the bank, that is part of the liquidity risk. And the other one from financial risk is capital risk. This is very rare for the company. Capital risk is when you decide to place your money in the long-term investment. Say if the company buys some obligation, if you have so much idle money, it's really risky. And will impact your capital if somehow by somehow, you know, the economic situation drop and you cannot withdraw your money in the investment. That is the capital risk. The fourth priority is reporting. I divide reporting is we need to, of course, report our performance, financial performance to our shareholder. We need also to report our obligation to the regulator. Yeah. This is very common, but this is what we should do in the organization. You will understand what we should do for the shareholder. We need to share the information about what money we have, what the income and what the margin we have, what the dividend they will be received. And also for the regulator, we need to there are some part, you know, in the regulator. You need to report to the local authority, to the to the local district. This is related to the pajak daerah. You need to report them. And also the other report, you need to also report to the Ministry of Trade. especially for the company, for the for the company with over than 25 billions turnover. You need to report your financial position to your Ministry of Trade. You need to, of course, report to ESDM. This is ESDM. Yeah. ESDM is your, I would say, your mother for coal business, for mining business. You need to report so much. We have a quarterly report. We have a RKAB report. You need to carefully work with your KTT and everyone to disclose our financial and our what taxation performance, because they also need to know how much tax that we have already paid, how much royalty that we already pay, how much another PNBP pajak was that pajak pendapatan negara bukan pajak, it's state income non-tax, like that. You need also to report to the Ministry of the Environment, the LH. That's that you need to pay for the jaminan reclamation guarantee. A big money, depend to your to your area, but there's a big money and a long-term asset. We put it as an asset. And also, of course, you need to report to DGT, yeah, to the tax. You need to report your VAT return. You need to report your tax return, and you need to also, for some case, you need also to report your transfer pricing documentation. That is the report that we need to concern about, for especially for coal and mining business. Okay, thank you very much. I think that's what I would like to. I can only present to you. It's very simple. We can I can give you another very detailed information about this. This is only for the general big picture for you. Thank you very much.